Hello, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to another live trading session. I'm Stefan. You're already used to my ugly voice, I think. And today we'll be watching at the levels that, well, market printed in the last 48 hours. We'll be trying to create context, and based on the context, we'll be trying to execute some setups if we uh, get any. I will also share my thoughts about the market right now and what do I see on the market, yeah, and stuff like that. So I think we can already start. I'll be starting with Ethereum here, and well, we are front running a little bit the level, which is all right for me. Just my stupid stance. We have a bullish market structure shift created here. This is the pivot high, which created a new low, and it was displaced by this fair value gap here. Already retested once as demand, so this is a clear confirmation for me that lots of people are like big money. They are open to ape a position, but you can see we have sort of an inverse head and shoulder here created. And if we look at AB equals CD, maybe, yeah, we can see that we can dump all the way down here. Yeah. And even if we, I don't know, take it, let's take it as a zone and not necessarily as a point. So we have this area around here. Uh, Definitely, we can even speak about swing failure of this pivot low, previous week low, but I think the market will not go for it right now. It might not be the case that market wants to go for these lows. We have already a swing failure created here, a swing failure pattern at this pivot low. So I think for the moment we should be all right with that one. And I think it's about the time for the market to maybe trap some longs, and we can be one of those long trapped. You can see exactly what as I was mentioning in the last week. After you get an aggressive dump like that, price will start ranging. And at the moment it's range bound, you can see that we had a really nice 61.8 tap. Well, sad for me, it's that Ethereum USDT. Yeah, yeah, both of them they have the same structure. So both spot and perps. I was front run here. Yeah, but it is what it is. I cannot do anything in this regard. I was waiting for a swing failure pattern of this pivot high. Also, I was on 4-hour candle here, and I was waiting the New York Open, this candle. I was waiting to sweep this high, so I get my high probability scalp. I was waiting for 5 minutes chart here, and swing failure of this pivot high yesterday. This was my main point of interest to short, or even at least this one. But seems like market didn't give any of the points, so we have to live with the results. PJ took a nice short. I saw this I managed to take only one, but we had both shorts on Bitcoin and Ethereum, and you can see here this one was quite a clean one, and you could have went with something like this, 6.9 TP at the pivot low. Yeah, and you can see it took the pivot low, but it was quite annoying, honestly. I was kind of left on the outside here, but it is what it is. Um, well, right now what I'm expecting is actually an underneath bearish retest around here. Um, I don't think this pump will last. It's sort of a dead cat bounce. Or let's say that we can even go, I don't know, here at 61.8 again. But I don't know if it has enough strength to push all the way up here. Um, Low time frame, what I think it is, it's more of a corrective ABC wave before going lower. We are just creating liquidity before tapping the equal lows, the weekend lows. You can see this week to the downside, Sunday low created an equal low with Saturday low here and the previous month low level. So what they're doing is just trapping more positions in order to fuel the next move, which is all right. I'm, I don't know, happy. I don't know if I should be happy. But yeah, I mean, my plans and my setups, that's how I will trigger them. So I do think that more downside it's to come and will occur. But main point is that I'll try to long either here if we get a nice reclaim previous month low, or I'll be looking for even a deeper pullback at 78.6 and try to look for some low time frame structure. Because if we see here at 78.6, we have some indication that some positions are to be taken out, and I think there's a lot of people that try to short here. Usually, what a lot of persons are doing is actually okay. You're going with the trend, and you're trying to short here, swing failure of this pivot high, or here at the bearish retest of this pivot low. But yeah, they kind of ignored that we had a bullish market structure shift. And by the way, yeah, we had longs all the way from this area. We had longs precisely from this bullish retest here at GP. And yeah, I did 2 profits. So I booked about 4R on Ethereum, then 4.8R on Bitcoin. So it's not bad. So if I would be looking for a short, well, they're trying to save the previous 4-hour. Let's see how much they can push it. They're inside the bearish, the high time frame bearish FEG. Ah, no, I don't think they will make it quite easy to short because I see they are quite wacky on the structure. They either make it so simple that your brain freezes if you're thinking too much, or they front run the level. That's how the market maker did lately. So either you're lowering your IQ and you're a retarded monkey and you make money. Otherwise, if you're thinking the levels too much, you might end up front run. It is what it is. Okay. Maybe I'll be looking at the previous day low here, short. If we get around here, go on 5 minutes. Punt the trend line to these lows. Maybe let the price grind higher. Let that 4-hour candle close. We have to let 23 minutes so we can have a draw of liquidity and we can rest our stop loss and we have a clear deviation point. Right now it's premature to do anything, so I wouldn't touch it. So let's wait 23 minutes for potential low time frame scalp short. If I get somewhere around here in the next 20 minutes or here, I might be looking for, yeah, 4-hour close here, maybe low time frame, 3 drives, with some bearish CVD and some structure. But until then, let it do its things. For the long side, so here maybe we can scalp short. Let's also write down after the 4-hour close. For the long side, as I said, the first area to maybe scalp some positions would be the previous month low, but I'm not sure if that area will hold, and there's a probability that the price will be seeking liquidity a bit lower here at 78.6 fib. There's a probability. It's not necessarily that it will happen. Also, if you look at the head and shoulder pattern, that AB equals CD would finish around here at 78.6. And also, you know how much Ethereum loves 78.6. So it might be a confluence there. But definitely, if I have my, if I get something like this, then I have my New York opening model to long. I might long this, take profit again around here, get risk free, and then ultimately go with something like this, a reclaim of 78.6 area. That's what I would look for. In my mind, it makes sense, but it might not make sense when I'm explaining it here. So level by level, that's how I like to play. Yeah, first time we play this area, then we think about this one. Two different levels, two different approaches. All right, high time frame. Um, Regarding the Bollinger Bands, yeah, the price is taking it as support right now here, you can see. But I'm not no, sorry. Yeah, that was 4-hour. No, there you go. So I'm still looking for the tap of the lows and maybe a punch like we had here at the highs. So that's why I'm looking for a first area to bounce around here, a previous month low, and swing through of those pivot lows. And maybe we can target the mid of the BBs, which is also a key support, resistance, basic stuff. So that would be the first area. So it also falls, you can see it falls pretty nice with that level that we are explaining on a low time frame. Well, as as we explained, after we get a huge dump, what the market will do is just consolidate, nothing too fancy. You know, a lot of people were just mentioning that, okay, it will straight pump tomorrow. What is annoying is that those people right now, when they were really bullish around here after the bounce happened, they were just drawing something like this. I don't know, was going out of the computer, the straight line. That's what they were expecting. Well, while if you go back and analyze the previous liquidation cascade events, what actually happened is that the price consolidated for a 15 to 13 days periods of time. So yeah, we might be in the middle of it. We might be in the middle of period. We have 10 days, roughly 11. But I still think that, for example, this low will be manipulated before we full send and this one. So, all right, maybe the price will be bouncing here, trap more longs. We have 1, 2, 3, then swing failure, this pivot low, maybe even this pivot high, deviate, go back under, and this is where the things get nice. Reclaim at previous week low or even the yearly open. Who knows? No one knows how low or high they might want to push the prices. Important is to do your plans and trade accordingly. But anyway, I'll try to scalp to short here, long here. Simple. All right. Uh, let's go to Bitcoin a little bit, and I'll be looking at S&P too. So low time frame, I was looking for something like this. We go here into this previous area of support in this inversion here, and we'll most likely take it as resistance. But what we can see, it's actually the price is quite weak, and we are rejecting straight from this. I mean, we're not even tapping it, but we have a bearish, we have a BPR in the inversion here. So I might be looking to short weekly open maybe for a fast scalp, something like this. Maybe give me that maybe M, and then to the previous month low, and I get something like this. But definitely I'll be trying to scalp a little bit around here. Yeah, I mean, they are just front running and creating liquidity. I bet that a lot of people are just aping this level. Look, oh my God, it's holding. Well, holding with all the mother of equal lows here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But it's not something peculiar to front run them, because yesterday, for example, I was front run both on Bitcoin and Ethereum, as I was mentioning earlier. My short for Ethereum was here at 61.8 swing failure of this pivot high, and you can see it front run it by $2. So I don't even know what to expect, but I'll let the structure play out and see what we can do. So for the Bitcoin plan and how I should execute it, definitely I'm looking for these lows here at 105, 106. But I think that initially we'll get a bounce around here, trap more longs, deviate above previous month low and previous and Monday low. We might get a bounce into this area and then do something like this. And then we pump back up. Then maybe monthly open to previous week high, most likely these two areas. So I'm not expecting to put the low in today. I think we'll have more chop fest and potentially some low time frame short opportunities. For example, if you look from a Bollinger Bands perspective, we have the lower BBs are at 105,300, which is 78.6. So we can have a deeper retracement. But for the moment, I think we can make an ABC correction, try to short around here, then a potential AB equals CD to the downside. Just my 2 stupid cents. Is anyone following me? Am I alone? Yeah, I don't know. Let me show you something on 4 hour. Look at how retarded are these two candles here. Look at this. It feels like I'm trading an illiquid coin with a $10,000 market cap. I mean, I don't know what's going on, but levers are front run. Structure, it's wacky. Here, for example, they took the equal high, but they didn't took the equal high. I don't know. It's just it's just retarded from my point of view. As I said at the beginning, either you're lowering your IQ and expectation of the market to 0, and you're just trading, like unplugging your brain, and maybe it might work, or Or you'll be front run. That's it. Yeah, I know, but I know we have CPI and we have this week and the next week, which we can, I don't know, hopefully we can trade because next, the 2 weeks from now, 1st to 5th, we have NFP, and I think that will be quite a nasty NFP because it's first after pivot October. So I think 1st of November to 5th of November, it will be quite insane. So I don't know if I want to necessarily to scalp in that period because it won't be that market maker. They won't make it that easy. So you can see they are trying to close to save the 4-hour close. Yeah, we can pump it, swing failure the previous 4-hour high here. I will maybe look for some shorts, but I don't know. It's kind of in the middle of nowhere. If you go with a fib retracement, I'm not a big fan of doing something like that. I just don't like it. I'm kind of a greedy trader, and I like my golden pocket. Trading at equilibrium, I don't know. Yeah, rate decision. Oh my God, it will be full of news. So for example, my ideal retracement would be around here maybe for Bitcoin. Get my 61.8, maybe even the daily open retest, so I can take some shorts, and then we can go to the Monday low. I mean, some people were mentioning, okay, they are front running Monday low. Indeed, they are front running, and usually it's an indication of, do you still want that level? I'm always asking myself that question. So after they are front running a level and they don't just get violently rampage at it, taking it violently, then yeah, reclaiming on a 3-5 minutes, maybe 15 minutes. I like that. But when they do this kind of things, uh, I don't know. I don't quite like it because most likely what will happen, we'll do something like this. Okay, we short here, but when it gets here, it will not do this. Consolidate maybe 3 drives and long. What it might happen, it's actually that you're waking up with something like this. Well, it fake outs and then boom, goes straight to the previous quarter low. So we can wake up with something like this. And then maybe we take that resistance again. Yeah. But I think I'm overthinking, like, and I need to think like a 0 IQ monkey. All right, that's what they're doing. They're doing nothing. So that would be my plan. Looking for some shorts around here and here in this area. We have this huge inversion on 1 hour. I would be looking at the 0.5 mean threshold of this fair value gap. I don't want to see that one attacked too much. So if the price gets in here, I'd expect it to reject around this area. I expected today to trade a little bit, but seems like not. They have a different plan for me. All right, let's take a look at a bit at gold. I have a plan somewhere. I had a plan somewhere, but I don't know where. I had a high time frame. Yeah, God knows where I have it. There was a 3 month plan based on some fibs, and what I was actually looking at the at the fact that we always have this 1.6 to 1.8 to 2.6 to 1.8. And as we can observe, we are just getting we are getting inside that overheated threshold. So this is the overheated area. So this is the window, to put it like that, where it can where gold can have lots of fun. But actually, that's the top. What a lot of people they are not doing is that they're not taking into account the fact that it can wiggle around for until the end of the year, and then we can start the distribution. I mean, it's a 3 month chart and it's looking bullish as hell. I don't think we will have a top today or tomorrow or this week. So, in my opinion, it can still go to 4.8 maybe, something like this, before it has a major correction. So it looks damn bullish. This is not something you want to short. All right. Don't waste your time on gold. Yeah, that's a good one. What I like silver a lot here is just starting the fun, starting the party. This one. Let's go on US 500. PJ was highlighting the fact that if we look from a channel perspective, not this one, take the lows, most likely take this one. Let's see the 0.5 level maybe. Yeah, quite well respected. But you can see we are getting close to the top of the channel here. You can see a retracement, but in the same time, you can see when we have some moves like that, where bump and then new all-time high, bump and then new all-time high. It's just grinding the channel to the upside forever until it finds some reasons to dump. Yeah, and that's when everyone panics and it goes back up. So I don't know. It's been in quite a retarded mode for the last weeks, and it's been quite difficult to trade also. And the main reason is, you don't have to tell it, but it starts with T and the government closed. Let's see what PJ posted. There we go. So you have the channel and AB equals CD and everything there. But I observed that, and more traders told me that on 5-15 minutes, it's insanely hard to trade it because of this Mr. T manipulations. Well, there's the taxes, no more taxes. Woo! There's the news, no more news. It's insanely difficult to I don't know, frame this kind of moves. I think on 4 hours it can be a little bit easier because you can go with, I don't know, long reload zones, and you can see 61.8 nicely respected. So I think on a higher time frame it's pretty well respected. But when it comes to going on 5 minutes, I mean, look at this instant flash here. Yeah, I think this was the yesterday. Well, 155%. Boom. Oh, actually, it's looking good. We have a good deal with it. So, so it's quite hard to trade it. And I get the people that say, well, S&P is not that easy to trade anymore for the opening. I get it. I think we will be looking for a Tuesday low, Gabs. I don't think we will be looking for a Tuesday high. Just my 2 stupid cents. So I think the low will be made today or tomorrow. 22, 22, 21, 22, or usually Friday, Thursday. I think Thursday, 23, we should reverse. Like the bottom should be made uh, Thursday, technically speaking. What that would mean, where's the, okay, there we go. No, I think, yeah, maybe something like this, continue, and then we, yeah, Thursday. We'll see. I'll be trying to scalp long and scalp short, whatever market gives me. But it's not easy. You have to, I don't know, put it the things really simple. Otherwise, it's quite difficult to trade the market right now because front running levels like crazy. Let's look at others because I know a lot of people they are interested in altcoins. But I said multiple times, uh, this kind of weeks they take time to be filled, and they will be filled in the end. If you ask me, yeah, on a lot of altcoins, this capitulation has put a bottom indeed. But I'll be very interested to start uh, reloading on my altcoins once the price gets here. Because what I think it will happen, it will be something like this, maybe one more manipulation, and then something like this. And the volatility, maybe at the beginning of November, I need to put my squigglies a bit tightened. But eventually we'll get to 0.5 at least. And I speak about altcoins. Yeah, altcoins they have even deeper retracements usually. For example, 78.6, it's nothing in the altcoin space. We can even have a 78.6 retracement to this area. We'll see. At the moment, what I like about altcoins is that they are holding this range for the moment. And you can see range lows. We have intermediate range lows here, which is quite well respected. And then we have this intermediate high. And right now we are just between this one. Maybe reclaim here, something like that. That's just my 2 stupid cents. Or go here, reject. But I don't know if I would necessarily go perps and long altcoins here, but spot it's a good risk to reward for a lot of them. Also total, well, I don't know, it might take some time for the market to conclude this level, but as long as we hold above this area, I think no harm is done and the market is still intact and it's looking good. Yeah, we have this violent week to the downside. We have a retest, but I think we can start the consolidation around this area, and then we can go higher. And nothing happens. Damn it. Usually we get some movement, but seems like this session chose to be consolidation. So if you have questions, you can start asking me the questions. But keep in mind, I mean, if we go on all the altcoins, they will all look the same. Keep that in mind. Yeah, we might we might go over, I don't know, Filecoin, Gala, Fetch AI, and stuff like that. But essentially, they are not in the spotlight right now. You have to understand that altcoins they are not in the spotlight. And if you want to have an edge, yeah, if you're a fast trader, you can make money. But if you just buy the altcoins right now, and then as I was speaking with someone in Discord, if you just buy it on perps and you're just hoping that uh, it will explode tomorrow, I think it's not the right place to, to look for in the altcoin space right now. But I think in the next 2-3 months, I think they will have that exit liquidity which everyone is waiting for, cyclically speaking. And yeah, once at 4 years it's happening. And imagine that you're waiting 4 years for 2, 3, 4 weeks, which is damn crazy. It's absurd. It's absurd. Let's look at Tao because I like the strength which Tao has. I was mentioning yesterday on the live trading session on VIP that I'm aiming to short this one at the highs here if I get an entry here, because I want to short hedge my position. I have a good entry of about 220. This one performed really nicely. This is my average entry. It's a clear range here. The market is ranging clearly. And I'm aiming to reload around here at this Sunday low, these two lows at 270 bucks area. So what I'm aiming for is something like this. Deviate the highs, short, take the profits from shorts, and reload with the profits that I made from that specific shorts. News driven? What news? I didn't heard any news about that, honestly. But I also blocked a lot of people. So my feed, I think it's a bit it's a bit empty. I have about 800 accounts blocked. So it's push for the ETF. I get it now. All right. I didn't hear about the Tau ETF, but it makes sense. So be careful with that one because you can see the Tau strength. And I'm not saying to be careful in a good manner. It can be a buy the rumor, sell the news. Yeah, because right now the market is really pushing on Tau. And then you can wake up, okay, we have the ETF. Now what? Now what? Now we go to Stefan take profit. And he's reloading here. So be careful on that one, all right? Usually that happens, especially with shitcoins like this. We have to be careful. Well, I forgot to mention about some administrative stuff. Guys, if you enjoyed the live and the non-quality that I deliver, go and comment, retweet, hit that like or however you call it on Twitter. It helps the algo, and there's a lot of high quality people here, and I appreciate that. And I think you got here in the same stuff, like algo helped you to get in this spot. So we need quality people. We don't need more people, but quality ones. And you can see Tao M top, double top here, same stuff, quite an ugly rejection. Market is smiling. I think Tao goes a bit lower. I would look maybe for some long positions around here at 360. Maybe here we can look for some longs. Let's look at the key levels. Yeah, that would be the previous month high also. So if the price is holding the previous month high, I might go with some longs on Tao here. Until then, I'm not interested. We just lost the Monday low and the daily open. So I'm not interested in taking longs on Tao. Sorry. Range speaking, it looks like this. Then we speak about this range. Then we speak about this range. You have to play market level by level. That's why I don't encourage that mentality of I don't know, tomorrow it goes to 1,000 bucks or crap like that. And I know you're used to that because every influencer is just feeding you that idea that everything will explode tomorrow. And even if it will happen, it's once at, I don't know, 4 years. uh, but it doesn't work, and you're here to trade, I think. All right, let's go back on. So anyone has any requests in any regard? Maybe some shit coins that you might want to look at? Setups, I told you, it's kind of uh, dry land for the moment. We are in the middle of nowhere. This is a no-touch zone. And if I'd get something, I would play some intra ranges. For example, if I get along at Monday low in the previous month open, I'll definitely make sure to get risk-free here at daily open, because then we can teleport to the next range here, previous quarter low. So be careful with these plays. That's how I play it. I enjoy playing my market level by level and make money. And you can see also from a S&R perspective, market is respecting these levels insanely accurate. Yeah. And this is one of the reasons why you see me short, why you see me long, and I don't care about the bias or about the noise and opinions, because market is going up and down each day. It doesn't quite care about anything else. So I'll try to play something like this. Sui, let's take a look at Sui. Let's delete my drawings here. Sui. Did Sui had an airdrop or something like that? Man, it's looking ugly. 1 second, I think it remembers me of something. For example, someone was asking me, well, Stefan, I started buying Aave at 248 because I saw the influencer. Well, man, this is bullish. It's going to 400 tomorrow. And then the next thing I told him, well, if it sits above this pivot point here, as long as it sits below this pivot point at 230, most likely it will go lower. So I think it's way better to wait for a confirmation. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe a previous week low with a daily W reclaim. And you buy here, your risk to reward will be way better, and you'll have a better capacity of framing your setup than just trying to catch a falling knife. Yeah, if you buy spot, well, that's another story. But we don't speak about spot here. And yes, there is a probability for the price to, I don't know, I think my fib it's my fib was the other way around. So let's be conservative about 0.5. Well, you think it's impossible for it to go here? I would say that it's even probable. I don't know, maybe I'm retarded. I know I'm retarded, but if you want to play them, all right, play them with proper risk management, proper allocation, never marry a coin and crap like that. Okay, let's go Sui. Same story. If I would be to play some ranges, well, we are here. Ooh, okay, that looks ugly. That 3-day candle looks ugly as crap. Okay, nothing high time frame. Ah, previous quarter low. There you go. Well, as long as we are below this pivot point here, this one screams lower. Let's go weekly. Let's go monthly. All right, maybe let's put it here and this one. So 3 days. Look at the rejection. Big rejection candle. Okay, middle of the range. We have some intermediate support here. We can bounce there, reject again. But essentially, I think it goes for 1.7 bucks. I know, I know, I know, I know. A lot of people are expecting this tomorrow. But that's not how the market moves. From my years of analysis and experience, that's not how the market moves. STBL, I absolutely hate STBL. One of the strongest coins. Where is the strength? Where is the strength? Man, I hate this one. Why I hate it? Because it had a consistent sell-off pressure coming in, and I was trying to trade it. I was trying to trade it here. I said, okay, we had this previous week low swing failure. I think I succeeded the first setup here, and then I took some partial, and then boom, failed again. I was targeting middle of the range, failed. I said again, okay, nice deviation here. I saw the candle close, and then it bumped me again. So I don't like it. Maybe, let's see now. Well, your low risk window was around here. That was a nice play here. I like it. This one was the play around here. Right now, what we can do is actually play an internal liquidity range and go with a low risk buy area. I would presume, I don't know, if we are lucky to get this inversion here, if we are lucky. Or let's go 1 hour. Maybe we have some key levels, week low, day low. Mm, mm, mm. Not too much information here. Yeah, I would go with this area. You can see we have this area unretested. So there is a high probability, I think what they're doing is just trapping some longs, but you can see this area requires a retest. So I would look for something like this. Damn it. Okay. I don't like, not a wide not a wide stop loss. It's okay-ish. That would be a 6.7. It's not great, not terrible. So what I'd see, you can see we have a poke rejection. So we already identified that here, middle of the range, we have some rejections for the TP1. So what can happen, it's actually, where's that Monday high? Okay, let's look at the FIB. Yeah, so actually I might look to short this one and something like this. Short here. That wouldn't be bad. Okay, I like this one. I like the plan. So short swing failure pattern deviation into GP. That would be a nice risk to reward trade. Damn it, and I will take it. Usually those trades are uh, very tasty and they have very good risk to reward, especially on coins that are aggressive like this one. All right. Well, let's take one, two more, and then we can call it a session. Let me check what Ethereum is doing. Maybe I'm missing a setup. Nothing. Pure nothingness. Pure nothingness. Okay. S Zen. Mm, I don't know. Maybe if you want to go on 5-15 minutes, let me look at high time frame points of interest. Weekly open. Yeah, look at that one. Look at this FEG here at the weekly open. So wait for the weekly open, but don't try to blindly long that one. I like the fact that we have a swing failure before the price started to rally. So that's all right. But I don't know if I trust the retest on altcoins. So I would go with point of interest on 1 hour, put an alarm here. Once it gets into my box, I think I might look for maybe a trend line breakout, create some structure on the other side around here, and then a low time frame model maybe, something like this. And I would buy low time frame model alongside the weekly open retest. 0G. I think PJ already looked at 0G. 0G. Man, that rejection is nasty. Yeah, I don't see a setup. It needs a lot of retracement into weekly open maybe. Swing failure, all this liquidity, look at it. Or even this liquidity. You can see it has equal lows, damn it. Let's put an alarm here. So I would be looking for a swing failure of this equal lows here. Yeah, that's what I would look at. Socrate, let me take a look at Ethereum, pure nothingness. Well, it is what it is. This is garbage. I don't see anything. It's exactly pure nothingness. So if you took the shorts with PJ yesterday, you enjoy a good bang. If not, we need to wait. We need to wait. Maybe I get my Monday low for a quick scalp short and then previous month low, take profit on it. But it looks like crap here. I don't like it. Idea on days like that, and uh, and the fact that we don't have a location to trade, we don't have any draw of liquidity, we don't have any points of interest for the moment. It's quite difficult. So what we can do is actually have a good time, have a good coffee, and just plan the next levels because a lot of people they will get chopped here. You can see we are right at the poke, and a lot of people they will try to trade this move left and right, short, long, short, long, short, long, and then they will burn all the capital. And when it's actually the time to get a nice long around here, they won't have any more capital. That's the story in trading. So you need a lots of patience and good plans, and then just execute your plans. I know usually we have some volatility, but you can see right now the market is just ranging. And I don't trust that. I didn't trust that previous 4-hour low. Yeah, here. Maybe right now I'll play a swing failure of this one, but then I will be left with equal lows. And you know how much Ethereum likes equal lows. It's absurd, actually. But what I like mostly it's here, get in this area so we can scalp short previous 4-hour high deviation and stuff like that. It it has enough strength. Well, I don't know. I looked at gold. I don't know if I want to long gold. A low time frame. Yeah, maybe low time frame. I would play this range. even look at this pivot low at some point here. This and this one, they look quite good for a position. Internally speaking out, zoom in here at the Monday low. You can see these two equal lows here. So maybe we can take a long on this area, but nothing more. Nothing more than that. I don't want to bore you to that. We are 1 hour already into the live. So getting back to the plan, go 1 hour. We have a big sell-off. This is not something that retails would do. Big sell-off here. Potentially it will turn out into an AB equals CD. I can see a potential pump coming in here, maybe at New York, but I think it will be short-lived, maybe reject weekly open or daily open, one of these two, and then go lower in the previous quarter low, something like this. But for the moment, we'll play with the Monday low and Monday high, and then we'll see what the market wants to give us. So level by level, we'll do something like this. First level, second level, and then the next level. Then Ethereum, same stuff. This one is closer to my main point of interest, which is those equal lows at the previous month low. It's a bit easier, and it's a bit weaker, which is not good. So be careful with which one you're longing, because this one is way below Monday low, while Bitcoin is above Monday low. So that's a clear indication that Ethereum is wacky for the moment. So we can look for longs here at previous month low or 78.6. TP1 here. TP2 will look at the weekly open rejection, and then ultimately Monday high. So let's play them level by level. Don't try to force it. Don't try to outsmart the market. Just play your setups and the plans. A lot of people will try to force their hand into some weird or non-existent setups. Don't do it, because you don't have an edge on stuff like that. Your edge are the plans and the way that you're executing the market. Try to have a good entry. Try to look at good trading setups and models to long the market, and wait for the proper confirmations. Don't try to be a hero when it's not the right moment. As for the people who were asking for Discord, uh, I cannot help you. You know, you need to apply. If your application fails and you're not accepted, I cannot help you. Don't DM me. If you want to DM someone, you can DM Paul. So he's the boss. He's the one who's taking care of administrative stuff, kicking people, uh, inviting, and all that stuff. Ain't me. I cannot help you. Don't DM. So we don't go on the premise that we need more people. We don't need more people. We just need the quality ones, and that's it. Someone mentioned about the Solana Monday low. Well, might be, but I think one more sweep here at the lows in the 61.8. You can see still some equal lows. I don't want to push it. I don't want to push it too much. So let's have some patience here. Don't try to force the things randomly. Wait for clear setups, and we'll hear you at the New York trading session in 4 hours from now with PJ. It will be also public for the people who are in the live stream. Yeah, it will be public. All right, so you can join. Discord if you are still there, because PJ cleaned like 100 people last night. I cannot, yeah, do anything in that regard. I'm caring about trading, and for me, it's the right thing to do because I get easily, I don't know, tilted is the right word, or however, but I don't like too much noise when I'm trading. So in 4 hours from now, on the stage, PJ will be live. I'll be there. I think that New York will give us some nice setups. I do think that. Because if we get this consolidation, we'll get potentially a manipulation at the New York. It will be nice to front run the previous month low here and the Monday low on Bitcoin until New York, because then we will have a clear draw of liquidity and a point where we can start taking some setups and long positions. That being said, thank you very much, guys, for tuning in. We'll hear you in 4 hours from now. Bye bye.